As one of the most prolific characters in the MCU, Thor has boasted many memorable costumes, but some are more comics accurate than others. With 8 appearances under his belt, Thor has had more opportunities than most to flaunt new styles across his MCU career, and it's safe to say that he has made some bold choices. At the same time, Thor's most iconic comic book styles are as consistent as they are ostentatious. There is little room for Thor to decide to scrap his iconic red cloak without raising a few eyebrows among fans. This is why, with mostly slight variations, Thor's MCU appearances look relatively uniform. Thor is emblematic of Marvel Studios' willingness to visually convey the tone of the source material. The MCU readily embraced the gaudiness of Thor in 2011 and ran with it, unlike movies such as 2000's X-Men, which featured all-black leather suits. This outfit is typically composed of some prominent features, including his long golden hair, a breastplate adorned with 2 columns of 3 circular plates, a large red cloak, a winged helmet, and of course, Mjolnir. This should feel familiar to most MCU fans, though some of Thor's MCU outfits are more comic accurate than others. 10. Thor's final battlesuit appeared in Avengers: Endgame 2019. Thor's tragic Avengers: Endgame arc culminated in one of the most memorable suit-up sequences of the MCU. Despite seemingly outgrowing his typically regal attire, Thor summons an all-new one in a flash, quite literally, complete with a braided beard and bunned-up matted hair. This is Thor's most grizzled look in the MCU yet. Although this look does not exist in Marvel Comics, which makes it one of the least comic-accurate representations, the scene's ability to instantly transform Thor's previously slovenly appearance and convey his newfound determination makes it one of his best. After Avengers: Endgame, Thor relinquishes his responsibilities as King of Asgard to embark on new quests with the Guardians, dubbing the team the Asgardians of the Galaxy. Thor's new outfit reflects this new direction, as he forgoes his typical attire for a more casual look befitting a spacefaring renegade. The red leather jacket and boots have been seen in a Thor comic before, although these were sported by Eric Masterson's Thor, who would later be dubbed Thunderstrike. While another character typically dons the outfit in the comics, it is clear to see where Thor: Love and Thunder drew this vagabond look from. 8. Gladiator Thor appeared in Thor: Ragnarok 2017. Thor: Ragnarok was possibly the furthest departure from Thor's established characterization thus far. Thor loses Mjolnir, shaves his iconic golden locks, and strips off his breastplate after entering the Contest of Champions. Nevertheless, this look resembles a specific comic book arc. Thor: Ragnarok partially adapts the Planet Hulk run of comics, which doesn't feature Thor. In the unworthy Thor run of comics, Thor's appearance is simplistic. He is stripped of Mjolnir and his long hair, and he grows a short beard. While the MCU's Thor has always sported a beard, this isn't typical of the classic image of Thor in Marvel Comics, whereas it is more befitting of this particular style. 7. Thor's battlesuit appeared in Thor: Love and Thunder 2022. Thor: Love and Thunder later depicts Thor in a particularly flashy blue and gold set of armor. Thor's crimson cloak typically makes his outfit stand out, but this garish armor adds plenty to his overall vibrancy, with the gold and blue suit being a striking departure from otherwise more muted tones. The color scheme is also evocative of early Thor comics such as 1987's Thor 387th, where he wears a blue tunic over golden plate armor. The fact that he wears a winged helmet in this armor is a huge plus in terms of comics accuracy. The color scheme is also evocative of early Thor comics, such as 1987's Thor 387th, where he wears a blue tunic over gold in his MCU appearances. 3. Thor's Avengers: Age of Ultron suit appears in Avengers: Age of Ultron. Thor's costume in Avengers: Age of Ultron undergoes a minor but important change from most previous appearances. While the breastplate is identical to the one he sports in Thor: The Dark World, he is bereft of his chainmail sleeves. The MCU's Age of Ultron style is more akin to the Silver Age, even though Thor would eventually wear chainmail in subsequent MCU appearances. This particular style is most reminiscent of Thor in his first appearance in Marvel Comics, in Journey into Mystery #. '83, where he appeared as a sleeveless alter ego to Donald Blake, while sporting the aforementioned defining features. Although Thor would later don chainmail in future MCU appearances, the MCU's Age of Ultron style more closely resembles the Silver Age. 2. Thor's coronation. Thor 2011. Thor made a strong debut in the MCU, thanks to the accuracy of his earliest costume. The costume appears in just one scene, during which Thor attends his coronation to ascend to the throne of Asgard, but an invasion of frost giants stymies the ceremony. Nevertheless, this costume is the most comic-accurate adult Thor has appeared within the MCU. The accuracy is thanks in large part to one item that he is otherwise reluctant to wear, his winged helmet. It is unclear exactly why Marvel Studios has opted to deprive Thor of this key costume feature in subsequent movies, though it may be due to practicality, or the notion that his helmet is one outlandish step too far for Marvel. One teenage Thor suit appears in Thor: Love and Thunder. Thor's most comic-accurate costume in the MCU makes an unexpected appearance in his lowest-rated MCU movie. In the flashback sequence at the start of Thor: Love and Thunder, a teenage Thor can be seen sprinting through a forest in what appears to be a homemade costume, ripped straight from the comic book page. The outfit comprises Thor is likely clean-shaven in this scene, probably due to his age depending on the specifics of Asgardian biology, just as he is in Marvel Comics. However, teenage Thor is frustratingly bereft of Mjolnir, a stark reminder that Thor may never appear in a purely comics-accurate guise.